What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD1 back here on PlayStation Source, and you are watching here, of course, Road to Part 2, the somewhat weekly Last of Us series over here on PlayStation Source. And with me, of course, my luxurious co-host, Arachknight. Arachknight, how you doing?
Scared.
Scared?
Weeks.
Indeed. Yes,
Weeks.
yes. If you guys were not aware yet, there are no comments on the Road to Part 2, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to have them on until the game is out, to be honest with you. I think that's the best course of action. I know that, a lot of you guys like to interact in the comment section. I understand that, but I hope you can understand where me and the Arachknight are coming from in the event of trying to keep us safe. So
I'm already dead. Like I already
yeah,
got the whole game spoiled for me.
yeah. We will definitely get to that because I have some questions for you about that. We're gonna definitely talk about that, but
Yeah.
I guess first off, have you been playing anything? I mean, I know what we're both playing.
Yeah, like
You know,
I know
I
what
mean,
everybody has been playing.
if we want to just gush about that, and I'll put in the timestamps in the description.
If you just want
When
to avoid that.
Yeah, if you want to bash us, well, they can't bash us now. There's no comments. Hold on,
Yeah.
look at that, look at
Wow.
that.
This is now a Final Fantasy VII podcast.
Indeed, Road to dude, Road to FF7 Part 2. Wait a minute. Oh, it'd be Road to Part 2, the same name.
You're
That's
right.
crazy.
I'll be there.
I will be there too. Arachknight, tell me about what you've been playing.
Final Fantasy VII.
Mm. Mm.
Just a lot of Modern Warfare, like really.
Yeah. It's weird because I feel like everyone's playing Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
Like I don't know what happened. I mean, of course Warzone, but like even like multiplayer, I feel like as well.
yeah, no. I've been playing a ton of Warzone and multiplayer. Like, I started out at a level like maybe 14 a month ago, and now I'm a level 120.
What? Oh, my man. Okay, I see you. I see you. Okay, I see you.
Like I said, I've been playing a lot of
Yeah,
Warzone. You get a lot of XP from Warzone,
for
to be
sure.
fair,
For
but
sure. For sure.
I've been playing like maybe 3 or 4 hours of just Warzone almost every night.
Yeah, me, I haven't been playing Warzone a ton just because I don't want to play Warzone like with randoms or play Warzone solo. Like I don't play Warzone with people that I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I haven't gotten a lot of time to do that. So I've been following a lot of my Call of Duty Modern Warfare time, into multiplayer, and that's oddly been not oddly in like a bad way. Just like I didn't, because I played Modern Warfare when it first came out last October. You know what I'm saying? It was cool.
Right.
I enjoyed the campaign. Everything was kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? I like the multiplayer overall. But then I fizzled out, to play other things like Death Stranding, of course, that came out recently after that. And just went on to just play other games. And then I found myself in this quarantine, going back to Modern Warfare and really, really enjoying it. Like
Oh
I think
yeah.
it's a it's a very good multiplayer. And I don't know if that's the popular opinion. I feel like it might be, but I know that there's a lot of people that don't like the multiplayer in this game. You know what I'm saying? But I actually like it a lot.
Yeah. No, I really really enjoyed it. Like, I played a little bit of it when it came out,
Uh huh.
and then I stopped. Like, I was playing Doom again. I was playing other games again, and then I just like you, it fizzled out, and then once Warzone came out, it kind of like grabbed me. I was like, oh yeah, this is fun, and multiplayer is like, wow, this is really fun,
Yep. I agree.
and
I agree.
I've just been pouring my time into that.
Yep. Yep. And like it was weird because in the event of trying to hang out with friends, but of course remain social distancing. Me and like five of my guys, we met up at one of the friends' apartments and went into separate rooms, but brought our PlayStations and brought our TVs and did a LAN party. But like all
Yo,
divided. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
did
But we were playing Modern Warfare. Like it was just great. It was weird.
I have a friend who lives in Tucson. He goes to school over there, and this is how like we keep in contact. We call like clockwork, like every night, like 6 days a week, because
Mhm.
we have one day dedicated to spending time with our girlfriends.
You gotta
Um,
love it. You gotta love it.
so we just play games. Like we've been playing Modern Warfare. We've been playing just a bunch of stuff together, and it's a lot of fun.
Hmm.
So it's a good way to keep in contact, and like it's very. I know like Modern Warfare is like new. It's not nostalgic in a sense, but it feels like the old like Call of Duty days, like when you're with your friends at like when you were like 13, like 12, 13, and just playing Call of Duty all day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it feels so nostalgic to like spend a lot of time on like COD, you know, when
Yeah.
like you really got nothing to do because quarantine, whatever. But like, man, it just, yeah, I definitely feel that. Like, I feel very, very nostalgic about it. It's cool. It's cool.
We've
I'm
been playing
enjoying it.
Black Ops Zombies. Like that is a hit.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Good man.
Yeah.
Good man. That is super nostalgic.
Yeah.
For me, like from that standpoint, it'd be like spending the whole day on multiplayer and at night jumping to zombies, chilling out. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Definitely.
we got into like the 50s in like Ascension, and then we had to stop because it was like 5 a.m.
Good man. Because Ascension is the best zombies
Ascension
map.
is the best map.
100%. That is not even a cap. Not even close to a
That's
cap.
facts.
But Orly, I need I need the floor for a little bit. All right.
All right.
So, as you know, I've been playing through Final Fantasy VII Remake, right?
As
And
most are.
yes, and God, God, like I keep like it hasn't stopped. Like my admiration and my love for this game. Like it hasn't even like cooled down. Actually, maybe today it did a little bit because I think I'm on the last section of side missions. Like the
hmm
last like chapter that has side missions in it. That's mainly the focal point of it.
Yeah.
I think I'm at the last one. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
Yes.
and to be fair, it was a little bit of like a man. Okay, I'll do these side missions. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good because I'm upping my materia. I'm putting new weapons on Barrett and Tifa so that they can learn the ability so I can go back to the weapons that I like to use with them. You know what I'm saying? So there's
Right.
there's there's some benefits, but overall, it's not the not the most fun in the game, but it's not like horrible. But
Um, there is one side mission where you have to go find three things.
okay, are those three things living organisms like from the first side
Yes.
missions?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a bit annoying. Yeah, you're right.
I hate these side missions.
Yeah. I mean,
Li-
like, I don't hate them. I just think they're just like,
Like,
they're just there.
if I wasn't going for the trophy, that's a quick skip. That's a quick skip.
Oh, definitely. But other than, I guess, that slight little nudge towards the side missions, at least for me personally, um, God, this game is so good, man. Like,
hmm
I got to some heavy story. Have you beaten the game?
I have not. I haven't been
Okay.
able to play it very often.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? We're still gonna remain spoiler free here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
I'll just tiptoe around what I'm trying to say, and y'all will get the point. But so I've also been doing the same thing. Not it's kind of intentionally, in terms of just like I really don't want this game to end. So I've been
Yeah.
kind of like slowing the pace at which I play
Yeah.
it because usually if it's a new game, I beat it within like the first like week or so, especially if it's a PlayStation exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Right.
timed exclusive to be fair, but I'm just taking my time with it, and it was like 2 nights ago where I hit some serious story beats. You know what I'm saying? Some like real consequences are happening.
I think I know what chapter you're talking about.
Yeah, man. Oh God, dude, brutal.
Yeah. It was a hard night.
It was, dude, brutal. Bro. I'm literally over here, like, looking like the Take Care album cover. You know what I'm saying? Like on my desk,
Yeah.
like, yo, sad boy hours like commence. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even take a break up for that. Like it's crazy. Bro.
It's sad boy hours for me because Namura like was like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about like multiple parts, like not a
There was
trilogy,
that. Yeah,
like a
yeah.
5-part thing, but That's something that could take a whole podcast to like just talk
Definitely.
about.
Yeah, there was that. Yeah. I have thoughts on that, but like that's definitely thoughts for like another day.
My
But
grandkids are gonna be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake at
dude,
this point.
I think I'll be 30. Probably not. But I mean
Uh
I mean I hope not. Jeez,
yeah, no.
but this game is truly incredible. I'm already set to play the original after this game. I think that it'll be beneficial to me to have the perspective of having the like playing the remake for the first time and then going back and then playing the original. That way, with the upcoming other parts of Final Fantasy VII that come out, I can then have that other perspective that people have of playing the original. You know what I'm saying, and seeing the differences and stuff like that. And I might honestly run through remake again after I finish Final Fantasy VII.
I hear the Switch port is very good.
So I was recommended the PS4 version because I could like skip certain I could speed through I think certain segments. I think is what it was. Like it's just more like efficient to play it on the PS4 version. So like here, I think I'm leaning towards that one. And plus, I want them trophies. You know what I'm saying? Like
feel
why
you.
not? You know what I'm saying? But
Here, one quick second. Sorry.
yeah, no, go ahead. I was keep talking about it. But like the game is just it is like if anyone listening to Road to Part 2 here is like on the fence about it, you know what I'm saying? It is tremendous. Like the story's phenomenal. I love the characters. I know my man Arachknight over here on the podcast is still Team Aerith. I respect Aerith hella, and I really, really like her, right? Aerith is a great addition to the party, but Tifa is still number one to me, you know what I'm saying? I also rather die for Tifa. I will defend Tifa, you know, until my Buster Sword can't take no more, you know? But overall, it's just been great. And, like, I think what's been really, really, like, surprising for me is that the continued like way that the game conveys how the public is viewing your actions and stuff like that, and like when certain things occur in the world, like it's not just like you see the world get affected, but you see the people that live within the world also get affected. And I feel like that's not a thing that happens that much. Like you might hear like in other games like, oh, like people like running and screaming from something, but you don't hear like the after conversations about what it's like, or like you don't really hear what's being said behind closed doors in terms of you know how they feel about a particular scenario. And like that's what I think is great about 587 is that like it not only gives a voice to the like the world and how Avalanche is affecting the world, but it's also showing how the public feels about those changes, you know, and like what goes on. So it's great. It's great.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like from what I heard at the end, like we could gush about Final Fantasy VII for a while.
For a long time. It's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
But we got some big things to talk about this week.
We really do. So I think I'm gonna just go straight to the blog post, and then we will talk on from there. So, The Last of Us Part 2 finally got another release date. Here we go. Right. So we'll see if this one sticks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm reading straight from the blog post. This was written by PlayStation Worldwide Studios head Herman Hulse himself. Says here, quote, as our teams at Sony Interactive Entertainment and Worldwide Studios approach development milestones and confront a world changed by COVID-19, we find ourselves having to adapt to today's ever-changing environment. Amidst some disruptions to our working styles, we want to provide an update to PlayStation gamers who are eager to learn when our next exclusive titles will arrive to PlayStation 4. As we begin to see an ease in the global distribution environment, I am pleased to confirm that The Last of Us Part 2 will arrive on June 19th and Ghost of Tsushima will follow on July 17th. I want to personally congratulate and thank both the teams at Naughty Dog and Sucker Punch Productions on their achievements. As we know, it's not an easy feat to reach the finish line under these circumstances. Both teams have worked hard to deliver world-class experiences, and we can't wait to see what you think of them when they release in just a few short months. And finally, I want to thank the PlayStation community for their continuous support and patience. So there we go. We got we got a pretty nice looking summer. The old
Right.
1-2 punch. Where traditionally it would be a bit of a drought. Like historically speaking in gaming, like summer's pretty much been a drought holistically, right? But it looks like we're not gonna get that this year. How do you feel about these dates?
Solid.
Solid. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Like I know in the past I've been very vocal about how like I don't like sometimes when PlayStation like drops big games really close to each other. But I feel like considering that we are at the end of a generation and these games have been long in development for, as well as of course the COVID-19 pandemic, I feel like this is the overall like best outcome. Like it could be worse. This could have
Yeah.
been way worse, So I like it.
September. Like people were thinking like September or something.
Yeah, I know people were thinking like the day before Outbreak Day, because Outbreak Day falls on a Saturday this year. So
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a pretty neat launch day as well, honestly. I would like that too. But
Like I like what we got. I think it's good. I with the circumstances, like I'm appreciative, but also something that sticks out when with Ghost of Tsushima, like what you mentioned, like the end of a generation. Sucker Punch released a game at the beginning of the generation with a second son, and now at the end.
mhm.
Like that's it.
Yeah. I mean, Naughty Dog's on the same type of caliber of game releases, because technically you could argue maybe, well, actually no, for both you can probably argue the same amount, right? So for example, like we got Second Son, and then if you want to count First Light to be equivalent to like Lost Legacy, if you want to
Yeah.
look at it that way, and then Naughty Dog's one game would be Uncharted 4. If you want to look at it that way, but
Yeah.
you're right. Like Sucker Punch definitely, I feel like I would have loved Ghosts of Tsushima honestly last year. Like
Right.
I wish that came out a little bit more sooner. But it is what it is. Obviously there was a working on it. I can't wait till the Ghost of Tsushima as well. And honestly, I gotta start Road to Ghost here pretty soon as well. I'm gonna start that series here pretty soon with someone. But yeah, I cannot wait for it. But especially Last of Us Part 2. And I think obviously with this release date announcement, I think we should fall into the developments and the chaos that's been going on about Last of Us Part 2. So if you're living on the rock and you were not made aware, The Last of Us Part 2 has leaked very heavily. Major story beats are out there. There's cutscenes, there's gameplay, there's, I think, the ending as well is up there. Like there's a lot going on with Last of Us Part 2 in terms of leaks, right? And even so much as there was some early, I don't know if you saw like talks about this, but there was some this morning.
More leaks?
Yeah, there was like an hour and a half, like another additional leak this morning that broke.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
I'm like, are you kidding me? How? Like the big question, at least I have, is like, how is this happening, right? And we've gotten some like word about it being like a disgruntled Naughty Dog, either like contractor or like translator for the game, or even employee. Some people have said that this is them like fighting back against Naughty Dog working conditions. I don't know. It's all crazy, man. Like, what are your thoughts on this? I know like I'm asking like very like open, vague questions, but I feel like we haven't really had like an in-depth discussion about this yet.
To everybody spoiling the game, chill out.
I like that. I would have probably said something more vulgar, but chill out. We can keep it like that.
It's I was on a completely other thread. I was just reading something else, like entirely. I think I was like reading about Spider-Man. And then I was like, oh yeah, like Spider-Man PS5, like I hope they add this. And by the way, and then they inserted and a giant TLOU spoiler. A giant one. And it's like
It's
I was like,
absurd.
It's like, come
absurd.
again?
absurd.
And I checked it, and then I was like, okay, people are probably just shit posting. And then I went back go to later, and then the comment was deleted. So I was like, oh, he's not shit posting.
I mean, what? So I've been streaming, of course, the God of War stream series did start, and we are gonna have details later on in the episode about the official Last of Us stream series, which is starting next week. Guys, get hype. But so while I was streaming God of War, I made a lot of the regular people that tune in mods just to like help me out, with hopefully people not trolling. And we've gotten 2 people so far. We got one that he wasn't really spoiling it, but he was alluding to something, And then
Yeah.
the second one that I was streaming last night was definitely a spoiler from what the chat told me.
Oof.
Both times I wasn't looking at the chat, thank God, But yeah, no, it is brutal. I mean, I have done the precautionary things on the Twitter, and I'm still working on adding more terms to that list, and I'm also working on blacklisting some words on the channel as well, in terms of I
Yeah.
think chats. Yeah, like I'm still working on that, But I mean, so you've been spoiled.
Oh yeah. No, it's gone.
Do you know like the percentage of like how bad you've been spoiled, or is it just like the ending?
Everything.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Oh god.
Every like that meme from Spider-Man Far From Home is like everywhere I look I see his face. Everywhere I look I get another spoiler.
Jeez, man. I mean, I don't know if I'm just with the finesse and like, you know what? I I'm afraid to even discuss where I'm at with spoilers because I don't want it
You don't want to
to.
be a target.
Yeah, like I don't. I don't want to be made a target. But I did close down the DMs. You know what I'm saying? Like, ladies, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. DMs are on lock. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't seen anything. And I did get a little bit of like I guess maybe like a false hope in a way
Yeah.
of one of the people in my stream were saying that hey, actually it was Owen, friend of the channel. Shout out to
Hmm.
Owen,
Shout out to
frequent
Owen.
frequent on the Discord. Make sure to go follow that Discord link below in the description. Sandwich plug, shameless plug. But he was saying
Sandwich
that
plug.
sandwich plug. I like that. I like that sandwich plug. But he was saying that there's also a lot of fake leaks out there as well. So maybe like in my head, I can kind of play it like if I do stumble upon a real spoiler, I could give myself,
False hope.
yeah, the like ease of mind that hey, like that, I'm just gonna construe every leak as fake.
Every leak I got, I've also like they've attached a cutscene to it.
Oh my god,
There's nothing left for me, man.
man.
Like
Hey,
it's gone.
we gotta take Joel's words to heart. Like you gotta find something to fight for.
Like
Arachknight,
I'm still gonna play the game. Like I've gotten like I just attract bad luck when it
Yeah,
comes
man.
to spoilers. Episode 7 of Star Wars spoiled before I went in there. Avengers Endgame literally 5 minutes before I sat down to watch the movie. Um, like Spider-Man PS4, I bought it day one. I played it midnight release. I went to work the next day, and yeah, no, somebody had already beaten the game at my job, and I was like, oh yeah, and he talked about the ending. He's like, you played? Are you kidding me? You
Like
shut up. The game came out last night. You crackhead, shut up.
you crackhead, bro. It's not even a day old, fam. It's not
Yeah,
even a
it's
day
like, oh
old.
yeah, they're talking about like major story beats, and the game's not even a day old. It's like, yo, respectfully, shut the fuck up.
I love. You love that energy.
It's just like, dog, like let people enjoy things. Like if I want to play a game that I'm excited for, like that are a lot of people are excited for, I don't understand the point of like ruining it for everyone.
It's
Like I
it's just so because why couldn't it have been like Days Gone? I love Days Gone. Right, shout out to Days Gone. I thought it was a very very good game, but
throw it
like
under the bus.
like why couldn't it have been like I would have like, why not even Death Stranding? You know, how about Marvel's Iron Man VR? You know, but why do we have to have? I think this is not an over a exaggeration to say this, right? To say what I'm about to say, right? I think
Yeah.
The Last of Us Part 2 is the most anticipated game of this generation besides Cyberpunk 2077.
Of the generation,
Well,
um,
I can certainly
mm,
say of the PlayStation brand. Absolutely, like this is the 100% the like most anticipated PlayStation game of the entire generation.
I would disagree.
Of PlayStation?
Yes,
What's the second one?
Final Fantasy VII.
No, dude.
People like
There
dog,
are,
like you.
dude.
You don't
There
understand the following behind that
no.
game.
I totally get the following, but like, there's a lot of people that like don't care about FF7. A ton of people that don't care about FF7 but just love Last of Us because they played it.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
it's just like people have been like talking about FF7, like talking like I've been reading threads on it, like about not just the remake but just the game in general from like 2004. It's like, yo, we want a remake, and then in 2015, it's like, hey, we're remaking it, and it exploded. And now in a few, like in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, um, FF7 is now the highest selling PlayStation exclusive of all time.
It passed Spider-Man?
It passed Spider-Man like real quick.
For real?
Yeah.
Why didn't I read that? Dang, yo, that's
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like if I had to put my money on a game being the most anticipated for the generation, it's FF7.
huh. Well, I mean, okay, well then Part 2 gets a close second. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like the points yeah.
it's up there. It's up there.
Yeah, like it's just like, man. And you know, of course you gotta feel some type of way for the devs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah,
Neil,
that hurts.
like, oh my god, man. Like that's that. Like the original Last of Us came out in 2013. You know?
Yeah, it's weird to think I was 13 years old and I'm an adult with responsibilities.
And like bills and a
Yeah, and
pandemic
it's just
to deal
like
with.
yeah, and it's like I just wanted to play my game. I wake up one morning, I browse Twitter, and it's like, wow, you're really doing that right here, right in front of my salad. Like,
Yeah.
what is wrong with you?
Right in front of my salad. Yeah, me, I got sent an email like in the middle of the night, right? I like
boy.
peeked over my phone, saw the email for PlayStation Stores. I was like, all right, I'll just check it in the morning. Like, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I looked into it when I woke up, and it was this person who was honestly being very respectful and giving me the choice, you know, to view these leaks. He's like, hey, listen, I've compiled a document. I know you host Road to Part 2, and I'm not sure how sensitive you are to leaks. If you'd like, there's a ton of leaks in this document. But if you don't want to read it, you can obviously just not open, not open it. So of course I didn't. I do got to give that homie. I don't know if he's watching, but I appreciate you letting me have
The choice.
giving me access, but not shoving it in my face and forcing me
Right.
to look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was wild. So yeah,
I don't. Yeah. I don't understand the mentality of like I get it, like a dev or somebody like that. It's like, hey, like I know the work like we talked about it, like the work conditions of Naughty Dog
right.
and how it's been like a little complicated. Um, but it's just like I understand that, and but still, like you're talking about like bringing down like millions of people, like hundreds of thousands of people,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like ruining the beat. Like it's
Eh,
just like, hey, like I get it, like it's bad, like it's inexcusable and it's wrong to be forced under like harsh conditions, but I don't understand the mentality of bringing down people with you.
100%. And like to be absolutely fair, to play devil's advocate on the whole thing, we don't really know where the leak came from as of
Yeah.
this point. We just the ongoing speculation that's been ran with a lot of people is that it was someone at Naughty Dog, whether it be a contractor, like it was some person working on the game. You know what I'm saying? QA tester, It could have been a lot of different people, like someone that was working on localization for different countries, because there were some of the cutscenes I believe that were in German, I believe,
Mm.
and like different languages. So people are thinking that, okay, like maybe it was a localization employee that was working on, making sure each game gets the correct translations for the regions. But I don't understand the mentality of, all right, like let's just flip it to like the like main first in command, and being like, all right, let's say it was like an employee at Naughty Dog, right?
Right.
That was fed up with the working conditions at Naughty Dog, the culture, what we've talked about all before, right?
Right.
Why would you leak the game that but your main gripe is with management and with the company, right? And with your higher ups, right?
Yeah.
Leaking the game is hurting your fellow employees that have worked so hard and have gone through, if you feel like, the working conditions are this bad, they've gone through that as well. But they're still
It's
trying to put out this game.
it's very selfish.
100%, 100%, 100%. And then you have, of course, the ruining of, the fans anticipating this, that have absolutely no power in how Naughty Dog is ran, you know,
Yeah.
from that standpoint. Obviously, you do hurt management in a way that, I mean, do you think there are people that will not purchase part two because, I mean, let's say the person that was going to purchase part two, right? I mean, you got spoiled. Are you not
Yeah.
going to purchase part two?
I'm not canceling my pre-order.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have read a lot of things, like even popular streamers like have talked about the leaks, not like in depth and not in detail, but to quote one of my favorite streamers of Pat Stares at Angriest Pat, he changed his app, but it's Pat Stares at. He, and I quote, said, "Put that shit back in the oven. It's not done." In regards to the story,
Wow. Huh.
like apparently, like he didn't like it, and honestly, I don't like it either.
Oh. Okay. I have been hearing. That's, I think, the only thing I've been exposed to from these leaks, is that, like, I've been seeing the divisiveness
Yeah,
of this, and obviously the people that dislike the story, from what they've seen from the leaks, have been a little bit more vocal, at least from what I've been seeing,
yeah,
than the people that have been liking it. But I have been seeing that. I'm interested to see where that goes. I'm very interested to see that.
yeah. Like we
Yeah,
obviously won't talk about it until the game's
absolutely.
out,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but um, I if what I have read, because not everything spoilery or and not everything that was leaked has a cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
However, um, yeah, no,
Okay, okay.
yeah, this is bet question 11. Are you gonna like part one or part two more? I think I'm gonna like part one more.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, okay, huh.
Yeah, but I
I
won't
mean,
talk about it. It's
yeah,
just
like
like
I kind of want to pick your brain, but I don't know if I really should.
you should not.
Um,
You should not, because everything that I don't like is a major spoiler.
like, I mean, don't. So I think I will ask like a very vague question. Like, do
All
you
right.
dislike the story because like you just feel it's a bad story, or because of the content in said story? You know, like
Um.
like, or do you just not like see, maybe like there's like a, honestly, I don't know how to answer that question because I haven't seen the
Yeah.
leaks.
No.
Yeah.
Because like every justification I have is in regards to like something that's a major story beat.
Okay.
But
Right.
what just a vague answer, like with no detail whatsoever, is just that it just, I don't know. I don't understand the decisions they're making and why they're making them. Like considering everything that Last of Us, what like what we talked about, the themes of Last of Us and what it's supposed to represent in terms of the characters and all that. I don't understand what they're doing or why they're doing it, but like, hey, Troy Baker said keep an open mind, so I will keep an open mind.
Okay.
But it's
Oh
also not a
man.
great sign when somebody says keep an open mind, like when you're about to release something, because um, just a quick thing like of Star Wars, like Episode 9 is, oh yeah, keep an open mind, keep an open mind, and I won't get into that.
Episode 9 is such an interesting thing for me. Like, I mean, this isn't a Star Wars thing, but like, I don't
Yeah,
know. Episode 9's out. I mean, I'm gonna watch it next week when it comes on Disney Plus. Maybe like for the last time for the foreseeable future, maybe. But
yeah,
hmm, but
yeah. That was a no from me.
yeah. No for me, dog. Oh man, so yeah, I mean, everyone stay safe out there. There are leaks out there. We got
Yeah.
49 days until release, I believe. 49,
Hmm.
I think, question mark. So we are in the 40s of amount of days we gotta wait. Let's just, and like my strategy, I think, going for, well, I guess I'll ask you too. So like, I was talking with actually Christian of JoyClicks Gamescast. Shout out to JoyClicks. Um, and he was telling me that he's thinking about just reading the spoilers and just ripping off the band-aid because he wants to be spoiled on his terms, right? Like, he would hate to be
Yeah,
spoiled off of like someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have like a similar, I mean, you didn't get to choose to be spoiled, but
yeah. My initial spoiler was just it was honestly like just like what I mentioned, and it sucked. But for the major, like I just kept seeing it everywhere. I muted words. People were finding ways to get around it. And it's like I did what Chris did, or what Chris is considering. Honestly, like it's like, you know what, it's gonna happen. Like it
yeah.
always happens. So it's just like whatever. And then I just spent like a good hour or two just reading everything, everything that was out there. I
Oh
watched.
man,
I ripped the band-aid off hard.
that's a tough band-aid, bro. It's a
Yeah,
tough
no,
band-aid.
so it's like I don't want to be, but I will be.
Yeah.
It is inevitable.
Ah,
So
I am inevitable.
I am inevitable. Like somebody vindictive and somebody angry will always find a way to spoil it somehow. Like other subreddits and like than just the Last of Us subreddit and other communities are just say, hey, you talk about the Last of Us at all here, and you're banned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're cracking down hard because it's happening. Like it happened in like the Spider-Man PS4 subreddit, and it's happening in everywhere, and you can't catch everybody. So it's like
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. I had the spoiler spoiled, like the number one spoiler, and so I was like, whatever. What else do I have to lose?
Nah, this man. I mean, so, man, like, I get that. I totally get that line of thinking, right? But me,
Yeah.
like, if there's any sort of way that I can still go into part two, like, it. Okay, it was a miracle that I don't know anything about Final Fantasy VII story, right?
Oh,
I would consider that a miracle. You know what I'm
that
saying?
is a miracle.
Like, yeah. So like that, I would consider just like a true act of God. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
like, like with this right here, like, man, I think I'm gonna need like a little bit of like I need to put in some work, and I think I'm gonna need a little bit of miracle to get me to part two without being spoiled, right? So I,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So I think like
Final Fantasies. Oh, you
sorry,
guys. Sorry,
sorry.
that was my fault.
Well, uh, I was just okay. Like I think my main plan of attack here, is just to just double down on,
Like, hunker down.
yeah, just hunker down, just stay safe, and like I don't know if I ever stumble upon a spoiler if I'm gonna use the scapegoat of like, oh, like, hey, could be fake Kev, you know what I'm saying, like, and just keep that in my mind, or if I'm just gonna just give up and just read everything, but
I
I don't feel
do
like I
your
will
best.
read. Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
do your best to stay out of it.
I don't feel like I'll actually get to the point of just like I'm just gonna read everything. Screw it. Like I don't think I'll do that.
Right.
Like I really, cause, dude, The Last of Us Part Two stream series is gonna be dope.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to tune in on all that because
There's
you're gonna be
Yo,
playing it just for the stream, right?
yeah.
So I'll probably like jump ahead because I'll be playing it on my own time, my own volition.
Right, right, yeah, yeah.
So I'm excited to see, and I'm hopefully like maybe the leagues are wrong. Like it's just like that false hope. It's like yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
know,
Or I
huh?
mean, or also I mean, like there like could be, like the journey there might even be surprising. You know what I'm saying? Like have like you could have told me like, hey, Kevin, hi from high school, high school graduate, you're gonna graduate on X day,
Yeah,
3 years later. But that's not telling all the in between, all of the like crazy house parties, all of the crazy nights, all of the all nighters
could
for
not be me.
studying. Yeah, like
Yeah.
so
Um, no, the journey there was also spoiled.
Jesus
Like,
God.
somebody wrote down everything.
I hate people, man. Y'all,
Like they were,
y'all
yeah,
suck.
yeah, they wrote down
Y'all really the
everything.
worst.
So the journey there was spoiled. I basically just read The Last of Us 2 in the novel.
The novelization.
Yeah, it was like awesome, thanks. And and even like I'm glad I made the choice because like I was gonna meet the words on Twitter. It's like yeah, just gonna go on a thread of just like art of Final Fantasy 7, and then oh yeah, this is great art. By the way, insert another spoiler. It's like hey man, fuck off.
This is absurd, man. This is
Like
crazy, man.
it's just like crackheads, all of you.
2020 is the man. We got coronavirus. Kobe died. Last of Us Part 2 got spoiled completely. Trash, man.
And it's
Trash.
all because of that sarcophagus we opened last year. Remember that?
Which one?
Like, didn't we open like a sarcophagus or something? And there was like
Bad juju. Oh.
mummy juice. That like
Oh.
there was like yeah, there was like a decomposed like mummy that was like more liquid than solid.
Whoa.
Or I think I don't know. Like I think it was last year, but I remember reading it. I remember people talking about. It's like, hey, don't drink it.
Why would you drink mommy juice?
You get I don't know mummy powers or something.
Ah,
We let that bad juju out, and now we got
truly.
all this. But at least we got Final Fantasy 7.
At least we
But on
got
the
Final Fantasy
downside,
7.
yeah,
Yeah.
on the downside though, we have to wait for 4 more parts probably.
That's gonna last over probably a decade, but
Yeah.
I digress.
Final Resident Evil 3 was disappointing. Final Fantasy 7 is gonna be 5 parts. Last of Us
Yeah.
2 got leaked.
Dreams
But
was
that's
dreams.
uh I thought you were excited about Dreams.
I mean, like I still think it's a game. Certainly, it's a
Oh,
game.
boof,
You know what I'm
boof.
saying? Yeah,
Shenmue 3 was last year, but Shenmue 3 was trash.
that as well. Yeah, yeah. Well, well, I mean, hey, it's gonna be a while till we play the next parts of Final Fantasy 7, and it's gonna be 49 days. Well, actually, by the time you guys are hearing this, 47 days when Last of Us Part 2 will be released. But until then, we are here to officially announce the Last of Us stream series. Arachknight, are you excited?
I am excited. I've
Are
been
you?
looking for an excuse to replay the game.
As am I. As am I. So this was supposed to debut, like 2 weeks ago, I think,
Right.
because it was gonna lead up until, of course, the May 26th reveal. I mean, launch of Last of Us Part 2. Of course, that got delayed. So I was expecting to do this like later. Like I was just gonna wait until the release date got announced, and then we will reschedule. But here we are, showing up a lot earlier than expected.
Yeah, like 3 weeks for a delay is not bad.
Really not. It's really not. It's really not.
Yeah.
It's really not. It's really not. Oh wait, we like didn't even discuss like man how I mean I don't feel like the release date for Last of Us Part 2 was chosen because of the leaks. But I do
No.
feel like the timing of them announcing the release date was because of the leaks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That I do agree with. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But here we are, The Last of Us replay series. What I put over here, stream series. So here's how it's gonna go down, right? So we're gonna spread The Last of Us, the base game, you know what I'm saying, the main story, into 5 different parts spanning over 5 different weeks. And the 6th episode, which will be the last one of the stream series, will cover the Left Behind DLC, which I'm pretty sure is relatively short, right?
Yeah,
Arachknight, I think it's
it's
like
about like 2 hours or something like that.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's a stream. Yeah, that's a good stream right there.
yeah, and I think overall, like blah, blah, blah. Let me talk. It'll be my first time playing Left Behind DLC.
I still can't believe that.
If you recall, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So
I played Left Behind so long ago. Like I haven't replayed it since the first time I played it. I don't think.
I've watched the Chris Move Let's Play. Shout out to Chris Move back in the day. Shout out to Chris Move. I watched his Let's Play of it. So like I know what happens, but you know it's definitely been like multiple years since I've seen
Yeah.
anything from it. So it should be all good. But I did play Last of Us 2 years ago. I played it 2 summers ago. Yeah. So it's semi-recent here, but here we go. Week 1, which will be, of course, next week's episode, will be covering the prologue and quarantine zone / the outskirts. These are being divided up courtesy of IGN. They kind of had it broken up like this, and there's 10 missions total. You know, so I just kind of split it up, you know, and called that a day. Are these? I'm looking right now. Yeah, never mind. Okay, we're good. Never mind. For a second, I was like, wait, like, are these out of order? But no, they're not. They're in order. Yeah. So week 1, we'll be covering the prologue and quarantine zone / the outskirts, and then week 2, which will publish for you guys on May 16th. So week 1 is May 9th. That episode, which will be episode 34, technically. I should have put the episode numbers in here. Man, it's all good. It's fine. Week 2's Road to Part 2, which is May 16th, will cover Billstown and Pittsburgh. Week 3 will be May 23rd, which will be the suburbs and Tommy's Dam. And then week 4 will be May 30th for the University and Lakeside Resort. Week 5 will be June 6th, which will be the Bus Depot, and then the finale of Last of Us, the Firefly Lab and Jackson. And then week 6 will cover, of course, on June 13th, the Left Behind DLC. So in terms of if you somehow don't have a copy of Last of Us and you still want to participate in these upcoming 6 episodes of Road to Part 2, where we break down and discuss the particular part of that week, you can tune in on Wednesdays for a stream of me playing through the part of The Last of Us that we will cover this week. So for just for clarity's sake, just to give you guys a little example, right? So you guys are listening to this if you guys watch it on the day that it is posted on May 2nd. It's a Saturday, right? So on May 6th, Wednesday night, I will be streaming the prologue and quarantine zone / the outskirts parts of The Last of Us, which will then we will record the podcast the day after on Thursday and then get uploaded on Saturday the 9th. You know, so the Wednesday stream of Last of Us on PlayStation Store is what you want to watch to prep for the following episode of Road to Part 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And of course, we definitely implore you all to play it yourself. If you don't want to watch the stream, you don't have to watch the stream. But if you'd like to play it for yourself, maybe you're wanting to freshen up on The Last of Us. Maybe you haven't played it. Maybe it's been a while since you played it. Maybe you haven't played since PS3. This would be. I feel like it'd be a great way to have like a communal like play. What's what I'm looking for? Like game club, like video game club for Last of Us.
No books here. No books here.
No books, all digital. You feel me? No ducks. No books, all pixels. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. Like, I'm excited to replay it. I haven't played it in a long time. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think I replayed it since I got remastered on the PS4 way back in the day.
I see.
Like, also, like, completely tangential. Like, if that's a word, how do you say?
Tangential.
Like, I there was a world record on The Last of Us Part One for the speedrun of it.
How long was it?
About 2 hours and 49 minutes for a grounded playthrough, glitchless, and I don't think he died at all.
Interesting. I wonder if it's because like because you can you skip cutscenes?
Um, I don't think you can, but I don't
Okay, so
remember.
gotcha. So you kind of just gotta let the cutscene just like play out. You know.
Yeah,
Interesting. Interesting.
like he did a glitchless run of Part One.
Mm,
2 hours and 49 minutes, no deaths on grounded.
that is impressive.
Yeah.
That is very impressive. Very
Apparently,
impressive.
he's been grinding for the world record for 6 years.
Jesus. Some people, man. I swear.
Yeah.
These they're animals. Animals. But yeah, so I imagine I'm yawning right now. I don't know why I'm yawning. Oh god. Oh, that's a big yawn. Dang. Well, I imagine these episodes are gonna be, maybe some casual talk in the front, as we usually do, Maybe cover some Last of Us news if there's stuff on there. Like I'm sure over these upcoming weeks we will get like Metacritic scores, you know what I'm saying? Maybe by like week 4, like week 5, maybe week 3, you know? Like we like might be getting some review scores here and there, you know what I'm saying? For the game, Metacritic and stuff like that. So of course we will cover those when they're covered and everything. But then there is the week 7, which is when the game launches, right? Which me and you kind of gonna have to kind of talk about it. I don't know if we're doing like a first impressions episode. Maybe that's what we're doing, But we will have to record that on like a Friday night / Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, for sure. We'll get there when we get there. But
I think a first impressions episode would be a lot of fun.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'd like to see like a comparison on my thoughts like now from what I've talked about, and if we talk about the leaks or if there whatever happens in the next
Uh-huh.
few weeks. Like my impressions now compared to when I actually get my hands on the game. So,
Yeah.
but I am trying to keep an open mind and disregarding what I've read and seen,
Right.
and forming my own opinion. Because if I don't, then what's the point?
As what Joel says. What is the point?
What is Joel is existential and depressed the whole game.
What's the point, kid?
What's
That was a horrible Joel accent. What the hell is wrong with me?
Throwback to the American Dreams where we're trying to do accents for everything.
Yeah. Oh man. Good time.
Well, you were trying to do accents. I was just vibing.
I was wholeheartedly trying to, 100%.
Yeah, I can't do accents. I was just vibing.
But yep. So this Last of Us stream series will run in the exact same time as God of War stream series. Just expect like every other day if we're streaming on the channel, it'll be just God of War stream series. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping that going. But of course Wednesdays from here on out will be Last of Us stream series. But I do have to tackle what about part 2. I feel like part 2, I'm just gonna just whatever I'm playing, I'm just gonna stream it.
Yeah.
And a good note here. So yes, of course, I am streaming all these parts, but due to, of course, the events that we talked about on this episode, I will not be looking at chat.
Oof.
Not at all. That's not happening. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like it'll simply be me just hitting stream and I'm playing the game. And I'll still talk and react and stuff like that, but I will not interact with the chat at all. I'm sorry. I hope you all can understand. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I will not be reacting with the chat. Maybe like a little bit before and after we stop playing, maybe. But I'm a little, I just gotta, like it's definitely for the best. Because if any stream is gonna have spoilers in it, it's going to be a Last of Us stream.
Yeah, of course.
Same thing like right here. Like if there's any video or podcast about Last of Us, there will be spoilers down there. So I'm trying to protect everyone here with the Road to Part 2 episodes about having those spoilers in the comments. Because I would hate to be the source of someone getting spoiled.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, that, and of course with the streams, I'm trying to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I feel you.
So yeah, so I don't know how we'll do like. We gotta think about that. Maybe they can put in the Discord like on the Last of Us chat, but then again, like that's not even safe. Like, can you even block words on?
I think you can, but I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll figure out a way for you guys to like implement your thoughts on a particular section. Keep it locked on Twitter. I'll let you guys know. You know what I'm saying? But just
It's
know
nice.
that
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, what?
No, I cut you off. That was my fault.
I
But
forgot.
what I was gonna say is it's nice not having anything to fear anymore.
You're like, I just saw a tweet where someone did a gif of oh my god, what's his name? Shoot, Dark Knight Rises. Bane from Dark Knight Rises saying like, hey guys, listen, like you can stop running away from the dark and embrace it. Just read the spoilers. Like be one with the darkness, so it no longer can take you. It's already taken you. I'm gonna try and fight the darkness from here on out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, embrace the dark.
You
I've embraced it. I am living with that fear.
Must be nice.
I'm chilling. Like if I read a spoiler, it's like, hey, I read that too. Like shut the fuck
Hey,
up.
I read that too. Like, hey, ditto, bro.
Yeah, it's like, hey, like you're spoiling shit. I already know. Go fuck yourself.
I hate to see it. Well, I guess if you have any of the comments, Arachknight, I think we'll call it episode 33. Wait, 33?
Yes.
33.
Next week's 34.
So
don't spoil things.
Yeah, guys, please.
Yeah, like chill out. Like I get it. It's some people think it's funny to be an asshole. Don't be one. Like it's really easy. Just to keep it to yourself.
Yeah,
I know spoilers. I'm not gonna talk about spoilers.
That's the biggest thing too. Is that like you made okay. You know what? Some people didn't make the conscious choice, but that's fair. But the people that didn't make the conscious choice, all were because someone chose for themselves. I mean, chose for them.
Yeah.
To know the information. It should always be in the jurisdiction of yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say.
So it's like I got it initially spoiled. I doubled down. It's cool. I may not like it, but I'm not going to talk about why I don't like it yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really really easy to just keep it to yourself. Like I get it. Like everybody's got their own sense of humor. Doesn't mean you're funny. Like we get it. Like get a sense of humor. It's just keep it to yourself. Be considerate of people that have been like dying for this game. Yeah, just stay inside. Wash your hands. Don't be an asshole. That extends to everything. Just don't be one.
That should be your bio. Stay inside, wash your hands. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah. It's just be considerate. Just like overarching theme of everything is just be considerate of other people when you make your choices.
100%. I mean, like, I don't know what I would do if it really got spoiled for me. Like, I think I'd really just like, you know what? I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care if I'm working on something. I'm just gonna shut down the Mac and I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna cancel today. Cancel that day.
Yeah.
Like it's done.
I've talked about, like I've gotten so many things spoiled at this point. It's like, oh, it's like it's a major spoiler. Okay, thanks.
It's insane, man. It's insane.
Like Endgame, I told you this, but like Endgame, I was in the bathroom just going to like wash my hands, like right before the movie started, and some kid just yelled. I'm not gonna say it. I know Endgame's been out for over a year, but still, like, it's just like the end fight, like everything in like everything in the ending. It's like kid, like I get it, and like everybody in the bathroom was like, hey, shut the hell up.
That kid's lucky Anakin wasn't there. I tell you what.
Oh yeah, like he's boy. If I had a lightsaber, it's over. It's a wrap.
Boy, if I was executing Order 66, bro, it's a wrap, King. It's a wrap, dog.
It's a wrap.
Honestly, there should be Order. You know what? Let me not say that. I almost said something.
Boy.
I almost said something crazy. All right, guys, that was real to
Fuck them kids, I guess.
All right, make sure to tune in for the next few episodes because they're gonna be fun. We are going over, of course, The Last of Us. stream series here on PlayStation Source. And of course, I did forget to mention as well. All of these streams will be compacted into a nice playlist that will encompass The Last of Us, and then I might keep Left Behind separate. I think maybe, possibly.
I think putting
I
them
don't know.
together would be like it's the same story. Well,
Okay, bet. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, so it'll be all in the cohesive Last of Us replay series. I mean stream series. On the channel. So that'll be a playlist as well once it's all wrapped up. And yeah, so tune in for the next few episodes. It's gonna be fun. This will be posted also on the PS Source Twitter. PlayStation Source Twitter will be linked below, of course, as it always is, and it'll be probably the pinned tweet of me explaining how this is all gonna go down for you lovely people. So yeah, if you don't know which parts to play, it'll be on Twitter at your jurisdiction. But Arachknight, where can people find you?
I'm active on the PlayStation Source Discord. Like we talk just about every day about what we're doing, what we're playing, just things going on. Like you can basically talk about most things.
Yeah.
Like you spoil anything and you're getting the boot. I don't care who you
Oh,
are.
bro,
Yeah.
you're getting dunked on, my boy.
Yeah,
You're getting
dunked.
360 no scoped, bro. Like
It's a wrap.
like fakey claymore, like tack insert, like you're no.
It's gone.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah, but we talk about like a whole bunch of games, like what we're playing, what we're doing. Like I mentioned, it's a fun place. You can find me under the same name, the Arachknight. Twitter, I'm on there talking with Kevin, talking with other people about video games and comic books and stuff like that. So you can find my Twitter in the description. And yeah, that's basically all I use.
Truly. Well, of course, you can follow me at the KDS123 on Twitter, as well as, of course, here on PlayStation Source. And, of course, Discord server link below in the description, as well as Twitter down below in that description, as well as an Anchor link. If you so happen to stumble upon this show and want to listen to it in audio format, you can do so via the Anchor link down below in the description. It'll take you to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, Spotify, whatever platform you like to consume your podcast. You can listen to us on said platform. So there you go. Well, yeah. So once again, as Arachknight says, stay inside, wash your hands, don't be an asshole, don't spoil things. And thank you for watching. And as always, greatness awaits.
awaits.